In the grand marble halls of the mansion, a little girl's piercing screams echoed. Her tiny fists pounded against the walls as tears streamed down her cheeks. Staff members rushed in, but every attempt to help only made 7-year-old Amelia scream louder. From the grand staircase, her father, Alexander Hayes, watched, his heart breaking. He was one of the city's wealthiest businessmen, yet all his money and power meant nothing. His daughter was in pain and he was powerless. Amelia had been diagnosed with autism, and the world was often too loud, too bright, too overwhelming for her. Alexander would have traded his entire fortune just to give his little girl a moment of peace. Doctors and specialists had all tried and failed. The child tilted her head, trying to catch the sound. The entire mansion seemed to hold its breath. Elena kept humming, then gently placed a small object on the floor, a little wooden bird pendant she carried for comfort. Amelia's tear-filled eyes flicked toward it. Curiosity began to replace panic. Not with doctors, not with medication, never. Yet here she was, resting peacefully in the arms of a maid. From that day on, Elena became more than just a maid. She became Amelia's safe place. Whenever the world became too much, Amelia would find Elena. They developed their own unspoken language through drawings, hand signs, and little songs. For the first time in years, Alexander saw his daughter smile. But not everyone in the mansion was pleased. Some staff whispered that Elena was overstepping her role. One evening, Alexander overheard 2 housekeepers speaking harshly. "She's just a maid. What makes her think she can do what trained therapists couldn't?" Alexander stayed silent, but he knew the truth. Ignoring the disapproving glances, she knelt beside Amelia, held out her hands, and whispered, "It's just us. Breathe with me." She began to take slow, deep breaths, exaggerating them so Amelia could follow. Miraculously, the little girl mimicked her. The screams faded into shaky breaths, then quiet tears, and finally calm. The entire room fell silent. The wealthy guests watched as a humble maid did what no professional could. Alexander's chest swelled with pride, not just for his daughter, but for the brave young woman who refused to give up on her. Later that night, Alexander found Elena in the servants' quarters, gently repairing Amelia's wooden bird pendant. He realized then that Elena wasn't just Amelia's savior. She was his too. She had taught him that love wasn't about fixing someone. It was about sitting with them in their storm and holding their hand until it passed. In the months that followed, Amelia flourished. She began to draw, to laugh, and to trust. She even surprised Alexander one morning by climbing into his lap and whispering, "Daddy's safe." Those words broke him in the most beautiful way. As for Elena, she was no longer seen as just a maid. She had become family. The story spread quietly beyond the mansion, inspiring others. Alexander used his wealth to start a foundation in Amelia's name, funding support for families who couldn't afford care. But at the heart of it all, The true miracle wasn't money or medicine. It was compassion. One young woman, overlooked by the world, had done the impossible. Not by force, not by expertise, but by simple, unconditional love. And in the grand halls where there was once only pain, there was now laughter, music, and the voice of a little girl who finally felt safe. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content. We'll see you in the next one.